Yo. What it do, man? It's Mo the Magnificent.
Already.
Black Royalty.
What's going on?
What's up, K?
This KG, this your boy Grizzly Silverback doing it to you in your ear hole.
Every Wednesday.
You know what I'm saying? Leaving a stain on your brain, something you could feed your brain with. Today, what we talking about? Conflict resolution.
Conflict resolution, man. Yeah. But before we get into that, let's talk about old girl that straight up killed her husband.
Well, you know what,
allegedly man? Killed her husband on live, bro. You know what I'm saying? That kind of goes with the topic that we talking about today. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, what you think about it?
Say, man, God knows my heart, and
what's gonna come after that sentence, boy? Damn.
Yeah, I just have to say, man, this is got to be the most outrageous example of stupidity on God's green earth. I know he fell out the bed. You know, I think it was a situation she called herself trying to be dangerous. You know what I'm saying? In the situation, right. I think he was about to leave her.
He was. I'm
talking about. I don't know if he was about to leave her.
No, he got caught cheating. Well, she said he was cheating. Okay, he wasn't trying to hear it. He came home, wasn't trying to argue, wasn't trying to do none of that, bro. You know, just deterring all the conflict. You know, just like I'm not here for it, and I just want to get my stuff. I'm gonna leave peacefully. You know what I'm saying? He's trying to walk out the door, shot in the back of the head.
And that goes perfectly with what our topic is today: conflict and conflict resolution. You know, I mean, in my opinion, she she probably was a boring bitch.
That's what you take from it.
Yeah,
boring but deadly.
Yeah, I mean,
poison.
After you listen to the whole tape, after she pulled the trigger, she surprised herself. You know what I'm saying? She started immediately talking about, I'm not going to jail. I'm not.
She don't know how to handle a weapon. She don't know how to handle a weapon and got out there playing with it and actually popped and got him laying on the floor. Police said you can hear the police in the background saying, well, the way he's positioned, looked like he's leaving. So that's gonna do her right there.
I mean, but you know, at the end of the day, you know, that's the reason why this topic is so important, because we have
we can save somebody.
Yeah, I mean that's why we're here. That's why God blessed us with this idea to bring this to the WWW. So you know what I'm saying? Y'all need to like, comment, and share on our pages.
Right.
Because we sharing with y'all life lessons without y'all having to go through this shit. That's dumb shit. If somebody want to leave you, let them leave. You know what I'm saying?
Let them move around.
I mean, she knew she was guilty. You know what I'm saying? Even if let's say he was cheating. I mean, come on now. Does that constitute taking a person's life?
Right. I mean, and you know she's going to say it was an accident. You know what I'm saying? But she shouldn't have been playing with that pistol no way.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Why got to be a pistol play? Why got to be pistol?
Yeah, exactly. So at the end of the day, but you know, the powers that be have won yet another one, because that's 2 lives that are damaged forever. And I heard there were 4 kids involved too. Nobody, you know, God bless the children.
She wasn't trying to lose that baby dad, boy.
I mean, but he was married to her, so you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, he was still obligated as long as she had all his children. I mean, but it happened in Mississippi. You know, no disrespect to the Mississippians. You know what I'm saying? But you know, we know life moves a whole lot slower down there than it does per se New York City. You dig? So
country boy.
Country, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. I mean, and just think the thought of embarrassment sitting on that porch, that big old ass porch.
With the screen around it.
By yourself.
She wasn't trying to hear none of that.
Yeah. She got to go out there and get the turd out the sewage drain herself. You know, chase the cows down from across. She got to do it. You know what I'm saying?
So leave it an option.
Being a lazy mother, you know, ML probably encouraged him to do the things he did. I mean, it wasn't justified, but what she did definitely wasn't justified. So
So the topic for today is conflict resolution.
Right. And we're gonna talk about how
and I'm sorry, but we can start out with the topic we're talking about now with the lady. How could that have, gone a different direction?
Well, I'm gonna put it to you like this. Like I said, I like to use the Bible because it has an answer for everything. In this situation, the Bible is an example for us how to behave in any situation. And in that situation, the perfect response should have been nothing. She should have been still and just let the world move around her. And it's still gonna spin. It's still spinning out. But because she decided to intervene with what was happening, now it took a turn for the worse for her.
Right, because
the kids.
She gonna really need some conflict resolution methods once she get down to that.
It's over for her. Like the little boy say, you just a handsome boy. It's over.
Yeah, so she gonna figure that out when she get down there, because she gonna have some conflicts.
Hey, I hope she got some hands. Man.
Yeah.
Hope she got hands. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day. I mean, and that's sad because that's what they want all of us as individuals, just like in that movie The Matrix, that had everybody lined up on that one big extension cord. You know what I'm saying? And body generating energy. That's what they doing in prison, just sitting there, making money for them, just sitting there. For making stupid mistakes. That was a stupid mistake. It was
so okay, there's different scenarios. So my man, he came home. If he wouldn't have came home.
No, I mean, like I said, I think from what I heard, I don't know either party involved, but from what I heard on the tape, he sounded like he had, owned whatever was going on. So he was trying to remove himself from the situation. I think he was trying to exit the house because he was on the phone with somebody else.
But they were live. Mama and the daughter, the
right, I heard
they was in there talking before he even came in the house. I'm saying, had he not even went there, you know what I'm saying? Did he know what beast he was dealing with? Did he know? Because I'm pretty. They have domestic past.
Well, I say this, and this is no disrespect to the WWW, but this technology has cultivated the minds of masses. I mean, our kids, they're gonna eventually grow humps in their neck from breaking their necks trying to look down at them computer screens. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna start looking like, what's that word, that web? That web, the web with the big old head.
They don't like camels?
Belugalas.
I don't even know what the hell it is, boy. Man.
But I mean, this internet and this attention to want to be seen, and the limits that people will go to, it's crazy because it's like you walking down the street and you see a person being murdered. Before anybody even go help the person, they'll take pictures first.
I mean, you got to have something to take to court.
I mean, it takes it takes the humanity out of it. You know what I'm saying? And I think she dealt with that at home and being embarrassed at home.
I mean, but you know the law though. If somebody do something to you, you're really not supposed to do nothing back to them. You're supposed to call the police. So
come again?
The law. What you're not supposed to do. If I slap you, you're not supposed to slap me. Remember we talked about this last week. If I slap you, you're not supposed to slap me. You're supposed to call the police and turn me in. And snitch. You hear me? You're supposed to turn me in.
To turn in.
Well, hey, say it's over for you. Right. No, but for real, you know what I'm saying? That's how the law set up. So somebody pulling their phone out, the police not mad about that. You know what I'm saying? But like, let's go George Floyd. Everybody had their phone out, nobody here.
Right. I mean, and at the end of the day, from what I understand, he was a kid. He was a big bully type kid. But at the end of the day, obviously the people around him didn't have love for him like that because, it's certain people that, I wouldn't piss in their mouth if they was on fire. You know what I'm saying? That's just how I feel about it. You know what I'm saying? And it's probably, to stand there and watch that. You know what I'm saying? Regardless.
I mean, what can you do though? What can you do? What can you go over there? Look, can you go over there and talk to the police?
Lay on top of him.
That probably would have saved his life, but you'd have been in jail right next to him.
I mean, not lay on top of the police, but she could have laid on top of the boy.
No, I'm saying if you go tackle the police, the only way you gonna save him if you go tackle the police off of him.
Well, I mean, like I said,
if it was me and you know what I'm saying?
I put it like this: the young man had parents, and he had, everybody probably didn't have love for him because obviously the people that were around him obviously didn't have love for him because nobody intervened. But had somebody been around him that had love for him, I think they would have found a way to prevent that. You know what I'm saying? Even if it meant going to jail too. Because if that's my loved one, if that's my child, if that's you, that's my brother, I can't just stand there and be ready to go to court and watch you die in front of me. I mean,
and record, and you got the video. The video ain't no good.
Ain't no
video ain't good
money.
For nothing.
Of course, we all need to apply for whole life insurance, get off into it, lesson, you know what I'm saying? Because once we start, equalizing the playing field economically, you know what I'm saying, then it's a different story. See, his back, that's when they create Black Lives Matter.
That's what the doctors say. They're not gonna let the field get equal economically. They remember the video where he say you can buy, they give you a car loan, they give you a house loan, they won't give you no business loan. You know what I'm saying?
But the keys are there though. You know what I'm saying? I mean, they're not gonna tell you what they are, but that's the reason why my granny used to say a long time ago, if you want to hide something from a nigga, put it in a book. You know what I'm saying? She used to hide money from my auntie, you know what I'm saying, in her Bibles, because she knew my auntie.
Auntie wasn't finna turn a page.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, that's another story.
Wasn't finna turn a page.
It intrigued me as a kid, man. Like, because when I found out she would put money in there, I wanted to go search all the rest of the books.
Everything. You rolling, you flapping them.
Even
yeah.
Turn it upside down.
They read a page.
Well, I started reading something.
Yeah, they got you to read.
Yeah, and that's the key to it. See, a lot of people don't even understand that we operate on maritime, which means we operate on the law of the water.
Right.
People need to get off into that. That's the reason why, there's a bench, everything is relating to docks, currency, the flow of the ocean and the flow of the river. So it gets deep, but back to the conflict.
Look, I'm looking up like
to the little girl, how she could have handled it.
How she could have handled it different.
And just let it happen and then dealt with it after I think she let her emotions.
That hurt.
Yeah.
That hurt go run deep, bro.
That's only emotions. I mean, because the only thing that's constant in this life is change. You know what I'm saying? Of course, we all want it to, like it's going to be the same way today forever. I mean, you're going to have different things you're going to have to deal with tomorrow that you didn't even think about today. You know what I'm saying? You just got to be ready for that. You can't really plan for it. You just got to be ready for whatever. Right. You know what I'm saying?
So she should have just took that L.
Well, first of all,
fed the kids.
That's a failure because her mama was in there
co-signing like
you know what I'm saying? I mean, that's that ratchet shit, you know what I'm saying? So her mama is just as much as fault because when she got the motherfucking gun, she should have had enough nerve to get control of the gun.
I never even saw the gun on the camera. Did you?
I didn't see a video. I just heard the audio.
I watched the audio and it didn't show much more than him walking away, and the next scene the police was there looking at the camera. You know how they look at a live video and they looking like, oh, this is on. So, but he knew he had evidence right then. You know what I'm saying? He knew what he had.
Yeah, well, that's a sad situation.
Because,
again, I did hear that there were 4 children involved, and that now they lost both their parents, so they are orphans now. I know they're gonna give it to their grandmother. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully not that one that was there. You know what I'm saying? See what a horrible job she did with that daughter of hers. I mean, and we just got to do better. You know what I'm saying? We teaching our sons to be thugs and gangsters and pimps, and we teaching our daughters to be thoughts and concubines and side pieces and sneaky links. Nobody's teaching our kid. Nobody's teaching our. We're not teaching our sons. How to protect women and chivalry. I don't even think I don't even think that word exists anymore.
Right.
But that's an age of where we come from, where they went to school for etiquette, learn how to eat with us.
They had a class, we had. Do they still have those classes in high school? Right.
Etiquette classes.
Yeah. Right. Not in the hood.
I mean, but see, you gotta, you have to let the children's minds develop naturally. See, they got us feeding our kids, amphetamines and doping them up for ADHD, and they high at 9 years old. You know what I'm saying? So
are they mellow?
Yeah, they medicated. At any rate, so now they dependent on the drug, so they addicted to the pharmaceutical. So it's all by design. That's what I'm trying to tell you. It's all by design. But that's a part of conflict. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I don't think the young man could have done anything differently than what he did, other than leave sooner. You know what I'm saying?
Not even went there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But he had to go. I mean, he didn't know. That's when he found out. Isn't that right? Didn't he find out that she knew when he went home?
Mad as she was. Mad as she was. That fool knew before he went home because she called him.
I mean, I don't think
probably with mom in the background yapping.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's for real.
That's sad, man. God rest his soul.
Right. I mean, I've had situations, bro, where I'm just like, all right, I need to chill, let this blow over for a little bit before I go to the house. You know what I'm saying? I done sat in the house with the lights off before. You hear me?
Yeah, I mean, and that's cold.
That's sad, bro. But I'm not one for conflict, though. You know what I'm saying?
Right, and that's I have that's one of our conflicts.
Exactly.
So bringing it back full circle, that's one way to deal with conflict is to avoid it. And here are a couple of other ways that either we choose or choose not to deal with conflict. You can compromise with it, which is to settle. We talked about it. We're gonna get into that. You can compete in a conflict, which is to become rivals and go against each other. Then you can collaborate and cooperate, which is pretty much the same thing. Avoidance, which you
avoiding.
You know what I'm saying? Which you just keep away,
not run from it, but let it mellow out a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Right. She might not have been as mad the next day.
And then you got to accommodate. You know what I'm saying? Where you just provide and give. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Just give in.
You're
right.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, and a lot of people choose to use the latter, but it's different ways. Different situation calls for different ways to deal.
Right, because you got relationship conflicts, you got friendship.
I mean, but conflict is conflict.
Got business conflicts. I'm just saying it's different. Different ways.
Right, I think what it really boils down to is understanding the nature of one's relationship, where the conflict is involved. Like you say, the relationship to the person personally, and what you choose to gain or not gain from that person, because that's the nature of relationship, is seeking something that this person can either provide or has favor for whatever it is you're seeking. That's the reason why you have a relationship with that person. So when you have conflict with that person, you have first what we need to do is to learn how to communicate. Instead of trying to be understood, we need to seek more to try to understand first. Like in that situation,
try to understand from from somebody else's point of view,
from the other person's perspective, whoever you had a conflict with. You know what I'm saying?
And that's hard to do once you already in conflict, because you mad and you standing on your stuff and they standing on theirs. You know what I'm saying?
Again, I go back to the good book, because a lot of people don't even understand how simple it is. The fruits of the Holy Spirit give you everything that you need to deal with. She could have used patience and you know what I'm saying, and just completely obliterated the whole situation had she just been patient. She could have been loving. She could have continued to be the woman that God created her to be, even though he wasn't the man that she thought she deserved. And you know what I'm saying, and everything would have worked out in her favor. She could have been gentle. You know what I'm saying? She could have been kind. Forgiving is one of the fruits of the Spirit.
She could have cheated back.
She could have. I mean, but and that's where competition comes from. You know what I'm saying? Where you compete.
Yeah, that's competition.
Yeah, that's where you compete. You know what I'm saying? But
I gotta go.
But when you concede to those things that will bring you harm, it takes away the power from you. You know what I'm saying? It's just like when they try to say Black Lives Matter, like that, like that was gonna stop policemen from killing black children. Basically what they doing, trying to prevent them from growing up. But it's too many of us. I mean, it don't matter how many of us they kill. And that's the reason why, like I said, we would not, even if we don't live to see, just like Martin Luther, if we don't live to see that day, you know what I'm saying, there will come a day where we are back where we're supposed to be. spiritually.
I mean, sometimes it takes, in my opinion, takes love to get past some conflicts.
That's one of the fruits.
You know what I'm saying? Because I was sitting there thinking of an example, like with me and you. Love, you know, we our conflicts is just really just conversations. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes we just think differently, but we talk it out.
I mean, because
we talk it out. You know what I'm saying?
Ain't no love lost. I mean, but it's, you know, it's like going back to this young lady situation. Had she used love? Think about, you know what I'm saying?
Because that's what I'm saying. Yeah. Because it's a man and woman, so it's you know.
It shouldn't be though. It shouldn't be.
Those emotions, bro.
I mean, even though, I mean, that's what I said earlier. Her emotion chose her to take a different path, and that's why I get to believe that emotions are the root of all sin. You know what I'm saying? So, and murder, death is definitely a sin. So, you know, it's all a construct. You know, a lot of people believe different things. Whether you believe or not, it really doesn't matter. But this is a bad situation for anybody. I mean, and like I said, for the whole family, is basically destroyed by that one simple mistake. So that's the reason why we have to be more conscious of what happens. We can't control the world, but we can control how we respond to it. You know, and most of the time we have to give up something if we want something, and that's what that is. So that's why I say, if she really wanted her husband, and you know, if she wanted him to stay there, you know, well, the first thing he needs to be alive to do that. You feel
right? To give him a chance,
yeah. So
to work something out.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. But that's the reason why I say, when I heard the tape, you know, I knew, you know, as soon as she popped the trigger, she scared herself.
Probably dropped the gun.
Yeah, and then started screaming. Well, she immediately started talking about she ain't going to jail. Yes, she will.
Did she?
Yeah, yes, she will.
Yeah, I mean,
you in there. Yeah, that green bologna. Yeah, that green bologna with that hard ass cheese. You know,
free room and board.
Yeah,
for the next 30.
Yeah, a little bit of milk they gave you. A little bit of milk they gave you at the free lunch party.
They gonna give her involuntary. You know what I'm saying? Because she gonna swear though. She gonna swear she didn't know how to shoot a gun and it just went off.
I mean,
what she gonna say?
It don't matter. It don't matter. Even if they give her murder 3, nigga, that's still 7 to 10. Involuntary manslaughter. They gave that. That's what they gave her. That police lady they killed Botham.
Yeah, she ain't no police lady. They gonna give her a good 15.
Well, that's my point.
Yeah,
that's my point. Yeah, and she the wrong complexion.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it ain't gonna be no love, but that's the point of. That's the whole point of the.
I mean,
we got to get a grip on this conflict.
Your decisions. You got to make better decisions. You know what I'm saying?
Right, and and in my opinion, like I said, a lot of these young men, and I hope it's a lot of young men out there listening to me right now. You know, you got to man up. You know what I'm saying? I mean, even if you were raised by a woman, you know what I'm saying? You know, find you some male role models. You know what I'm saying? Because God made us for a reason. I mean, you know, all this, you know, and I don't have no problem with who you choose to love, none of that, but still got to be a man, and that's what they trying to do, destroy the men in our community. You know what I'm saying? Because it's okay if KG, the Grizzly Silverback, want to go put on a tutu and walk down the street, they ain't gonna say nothing to me. But I go out there and rock my fro, you know what I'm saying, my ponytail, they automatically think that I'm militant. And I am.
They gonna pull you over.
Yeah, don't let me be in the 83.
Don't be in the cut down.
Yeah, don't be in the 83. But
yeah, they want to check your prints.
Yeah, that's what it is. And melanated. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Look at the blood. You know what I'm talking about? For real though. You know
you're gonna have to learn some conflict resolution. Cause they gonna pull you.
Pull you on. That's why I love this network. What is it? Be humble, stay humble. You know what I'm saying? I mean, and that's a part of patience. You know what I'm saying? And that's what we have to learn to use in conflict. When you think about the conflict, it's just like a special power. You know what I'm saying? You got all these special gifts, but we don't employ them. You know what I'm saying? Just like she chose to pick up that pistol and put a hole in that young man's head. You know what I'm saying? I mean, who win in that situation? I mean,
nobody.
Yeah, she made sure
State.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Free label.
You know what I'm saying? For real. So
that's it.
Because of whoever the other little lady he was, she gonna find somebody else. You know what I'm saying? and when she go to jail and she gonna find her girlfriend in there, you know what I'm talking you know what I'm saying? So I hope her boxing skills up, because I heard some girls talk. But at any rate,
in Mississippi too?
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about?
Girl,
yeah, they flipping bulls down there. You hear me? That's where the word come from.
Boy, you off the chain.
For real.
For real. So, you know, I mean, just got
it's sad,
resolution.
Man.
You got
conflict.
You can fight or flee. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Well, let's get off into it, man. You know, starting with young men, you know, that probably don't have no resolve or have any idea, you know what I'm saying, what it is they were put here to do, or how they supposed to do it, or what it takes to be a leader. First and foremost, you have to have a plan. You know, it's not hard. It don't even have to be foolproof. We ain't talking about building pyramids or, you know, robbing, you know, the banks or nothing like. It don't have to be nothing spectacular. Just have a plan, you know what I'm saying, about what you want to do for yourself and how you can help somebody get there. You know what I'm saying? And you're gonna run into issues. Because when you're doing your thing, when you're doing right, you know what I'm saying, the devil is gonna constantly
be busy.
Gonna be on your back. Because if you're doing everything wrong, the devil ain't gonna mess with you.
Because he already got your attention.
He already got you. So that's where the conflict come in. That's what they call stumbling blocks in the old days. When you run into something and it's a conflict, it's a stumbling block. It's an opportunity for you to learn this person if you care enough to learn. Now, you know, that's where it's going to make or break you. When you have conflict, it make or break how you feel about that person.
If you have the same conflict, I suggest you move around.
I mean, it was somebody not listening. If you keep running into the same issue, somebody not listening or somebody not paying attention. You know what I'm saying?
I just don't care.
Well, you know, that's where it becomes irritating because they care. That's why they doing it, because they trying to irritate you to make you guilt trip. You know, you trying to guilt trip them, you know, whatever the situation may be, into doing it because you still there. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you know, I remember I was dating this young lady, and you know, our situation wasn't going so well, and you know, and she was I guess she was a little curious, because you remember the chocolate swirl.
I do.
You remember the swinger group? Yeah. So
I do.
Yeah, we used to fuck around down there, and but you know, it wasn't nothing. You know, me with my ass trying to be greedy. You know what I'm saying? Think I'm finna have all these lovely women just crawling all of them. It wasn't nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? So long story short story long, young lady, you know, she experienced the life a little bit, and when the relationship started getting tough, we started having conflict. You know what I'm saying? She told me, because that's when I had got the post office trying to fire me. Remember that back?
Yeah,
I think that was back in 08.
I'm listening.
At any rate, so I'm trying to get my money up, right? And so I'm traveling selling insurance, and I'm in Louisiana trying to sell insurance, and she wanted me to come home for the weekend, and she had met this young lady and was kicking it with her for like 3 weeks. You know what I'm saying? While I'm in Louisiana, and I wasn't tripping because, you know, that's what she liked to do. So long story short story long, she told me that she didn't know if she wanted to be with me or if she wanted to be with the girl. You know what I'm saying? That she had just met for 3 weeks. And I was like, you know, we've been, you know, at that point we had been together for like 3 years. So the easy conflict was to let her, you know, let her be free. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you know, because at that point she had already made up her mind, and that's what you have to do. You have to let people discover life for themselves, because that's what we are here to do. Live life. You can't control nobody around you. The only thing you control is you and how you respond.
How you respond to it.
That's it.
You respond emotionally.
Yeah.
Or you can respond.
Well, if you respond, it's an emotional response. Or
no response. What's no response?
Instinctively. Was no response?
Yeah, was no response. Because, you know me, I'm such a analytical person. You know what I'm saying? I sit back and I play chess. I'm already 2 or 3 moves ahead of you, so I already know what you're gonna do before you do it. You usually don't get a response out of me.
It's passive aggressive. I mean, you can look at it.
I've been called petty, passive aggressive.
I mean, you know, if that's who you are, that's who you are. There's nothing wrong with being, you know, petty. Shit, you know,
I ain't heard
petty
about
too. I think everybody got, you know, and I think that's the thing. We all have a little bit of angel and a little bit of demon in us, and we have.
I ain't claiming that.
Yeah, we have to decide every day which one we want to be. You know, and it's a lot easier to let the dark side take over because what you don't have no responsibility, you don't have no understanding, you don't have no consideration. It's all about self. Anytime you do something for yourself, that's your dark side doing it. You know what I'm saying?
You're selfish.
Yeah, you know what I mean. But we have to learn to control that part of us. You know what I'm saying? It's like an appetite for a person that likes to gamble, or a person that likes to go shopping, or a person that likes to eat. You know what I'm saying? You have to learn to suppress that monster, that demon inside of you that's constantly telling you, go on and get, go on and get.
If I buy some shoes, come on, bro.
No, I ain't talking about you.
I'm talking about if I buy some shoes,
Well, think about it. If you buy some shoes, if you need them or you want them, it doesn't matter. The point of it is, if you could have, I ain't talking. Like I said, I wasn't talking on you.
No, I wouldn't.
Yeah, but what I was speaking on was, if you want a different outcome, we have to take a different approach, and you have to be willing to give something before you can get something. I mean, that's in any relationship.
Compromise.
Yeah, that's
sacrifice, compromise.
That's a compromise right there. When you give something to get something, that's a compromise. Right, absolutely.
Because it's like we said, it's multiple ways to resolve a conflict. Right.
And then you can cooperate. You know what I'm saying? Whatever it is you're trying to do, you know what I'm saying? I can help you do what you're trying to do. Whatever it is I'm trying to do, I'll be obliged you help me do what I'm trying to do. Like I say, it's all about how we approach it. But the part that I was speaking on earlier was, like with the men folk. I heard this quote and I wanted to share it. It says, a man must outstep his woman in finance, physical strength, and intelligence. What you think about that?
I agree.
You know what I'm saying?
I agree. It just don't happen all the time. You know what I'm saying? Because I know some brothers just can't outsmart their girls for nothing, and you can tell.
Well, I mean, it's just like playing.
And it ain't, I'm not talking about the games. I'm just talking about basic thinking. You know what I'm saying? Well, some of my partners, just can't win.
Well, I mean,
you know what I'm saying? And it's just who they are. You know what I'm saying? It's okay. You get you a smart woman. I love smart women, but they say too smart, a smart man, smart woman, ain't gonna make.
Now, two dummies will be all right with each other.
Be in love forever.
Yeah, two dummies will, but somebody got to be dumb in a relationship. But in order for it to work, right? I mean, you can have a relationship, two smart individuals together, but it ain't gonna last long. You know what I'm saying? And that's generally because somebody has to take the lesser role. I mean, everybody can't drive the car. Somebody has to sit on the motherfucking passenger side.
Unless it's one of them student driver car, I give me a steering wheel.
Well, yeah, you can do that, but shit. No, I guess so. Shit, who want to ride around with two steering wheels?
And they're hitting the brakes. Skirt. Yeah. For real.
And then you fighting the whole way, you know what I'm saying? You fighting the whole way.
Yeah. So, right.
So, but that's one way, to get back on it. Like I said, of course, pain, joy, community. There's a lot of resources that we have available to us that, like I said, we just talk to people. That's one of the benefits of friendship.
Communication.
Yeah, I mean, just having somebody to talk to, you know what I'm saying?
Sometimes it's just a misunderstanding.
I mean, like again, we seek first to understand before we try to be understood.
But that's hard though, bro. Because it didn't turn into a conflict until I got pissed off. But why am I gonna listen now?
Because you let your emotions dictate your response because what you pissed off about.
But what I'm saying is,
what you pissed off?
You saying listen to the other person's side. Well, it's gonna take me a minute. It's gonna take me a minute to get there because I was taking one side and I got pissed off, and now I'm pissed off. Now we got a conflict. Now I'm not ready to listen to nothing because we have a conflict.
Well, I mean, that's
what I'm saying.
That's
what I'm saying.
Personal growth. That's at that situation you need to deal with that between you.
No, that's bro.
You know what I'm saying? Bro, it's just like I'm putting it like this. If Corn walks up to you, let's say, I mean, I'm gonna just use the shoes. You remember back in the day, they used to get upset, people step on your shoes. Just use that as an example. Let's just say we back in the day when people were still getting upset about that. This child walks in, step on your shoe. That's the problem. How would you handle it?
If a child,
yeah,
like I do, man. If you don't get up off my feet, bro, watch my kicks.
Okay, but I mean, would you have to take it any further than that? Because why? The child is going to listen, right?
Right.
But then when you're dealing with a person that thinks that they are equal, and in your mind you think it's a struggle because they choose not to listen, that's the conflict. You know what I'm saying? Because they hear what your issue is,
right,
but you in your feelings because they ain't hearing it quick enough, or they ain't, whatever the case may be. So, you know what I'm saying? So you making it an issue because you let your feelings get you there.
I got my chest out. You got my chest out because niggas stepped on my shoe. I got my chest out.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So that's conflict.
So look, I'm finna twist you up now.
Come on.
How I'm supposed to see it from his angle? I was in his way.
No,
you know what I'm saying? What am I supposed to do? I'm supposed to see.
I mean,
because I was just the question I was finna ask you. Have you ever had a conflict?
All the time.
Okay, so why you didn't see it from that angle instead of getting?
I mean, again, I fall victim to my emotions from time to time, but that's my journey. That's all of our journey to learn to control those emotions. You know what I'm saying? I don't let my emotions dictate my response, that often. But I'm human. That's what makes us human, is what we feel. But I learn to control what I'm feeling and not let that dictate how I move this body,
right,
or my avatar. Or, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to learn to, watch my words, you know what I'm saying? But it's all a process, you know what I'm saying?
Because I suppress my emotions so much, bro. And when it finally, when I finally do get to a point where it's a problem, it becomes a problem. You know what I'm saying?
You might be a serial killer, my nigga.
I mean, I watch How to Get Away with Murder. All the episodes.
That's why they shit attracted to you. You know what I'm saying?
I mean,
you know what I'm saying?
Because I'm calculated like that.
I mean, but yeah, we're gonna go.
I ain't gonna kill nobody.
We'll be right back.
Hey, commercial. Here we come.
You got 100 points.
Have you been moisturizing?
Just sunscreen.
That's 50 points.
With AARP rewards, anyone can earn points.
Who's got 200 points?
You've got 200 points.
It's the free loyalty program that rewards you.
They're ready for you.
That's 300 points.
And helps your money, health, and happiness live longer.
Are these ties? 200 points.
Start earning and redeeming points today.
At Sleep Number, we know science proves your best sleep is vital to your mental, emotional, and physical health. The new Sleep Number Climate 360 Smart Bed is the only smart bed in the world that actively cools and warms, giving you both optimum sleeping temperatures. It senses your movements and automatically adjusts to help keep you both effortlessly comfortable. And our smart sleepers get 28 minutes more restful sleep per night. Proven quality sleep. Visit sleepnumber.com to learn more.
Let's take a little test together. Which looks better, this or this? This or this? Seems clear to me. Saving cash beats spending it unwisely every time, which is why you'll love this offer from America's Best. Buy 2 pairs of glasses for just $79.95, and they'll throw in an eye exam for free. It's a savings of at least $59. That's not just a better deal, it's America's Best. Book an exam online today.
Welcome back. It's your boy KG the Grizzly Silverback here with my player partner.
MOE, the Magnificent, in this thing. Black royalty, man. Y'all better put some respect on my name.
You heard me.
We back in this thing.
Yes, sir.
Come back from commercial. You know what I'm saying? And we just...
Yeah, we're going to talk about some of the ways to deal with the conflict. Now we know, what conflict is all about. We all are emotional beings, but we have to learn to control it. There's an old saying, I'm captain of my faith and master of my soul. You really have to train yourself just like everything else you do. As children, we should have been taught these things. And I think that's where a lot of the religious, teaching us to pray over our food and, and all the things that we were taught at church, molded a lot of us, about what type of person we chose to be, because You know, it's like I said, it's easy to be horrible or to be, you know, selfish.
Confrontational.
Yeah, I mean, you know, but it's all about perception too, though. You know, because if you know, if you only get a small part of a big picture, it's hard to understand what was really going on. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of people base judgment based off of what they see. You know what I'm saying? Just uh, with a lot of things that's going on in the world now. You know, we see it and we think it's real, but a lot of time it's for play. You know, these movies present us with a lot of possibilities, and then when you see it in
endless
real life,
possibilities, boy.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? When you see it in real life,
I can't even watch that stuff though.
I mean, but you know, like you say, you like the 48 hour, you know, next 48.
I like the documentaries
I mean,
and the next 48 and How to Get Away with Murder, but
that's all about
stuff, that outer space stuff, bro. I can't.
I mean, you know, for different strokes, I always look up at the stars. You know what I'm saying? I don't really pay attention. That's the reason why I don't. If I feel a negative energy from a person, I get away from them.
You move around.
Yeah, I don't waste my energy like that. I mean, and a lot of people see me as aggressive and abrasive. But if I fuck with you, you know, like my girls say, if I see you and I don't speak,
deuce.
You know what I'm saying? So you know what it is. I mean, so real talk. You know, I believe in that.
I'm thinking about conflicts and conflict resolution as far as being involved with alcohol or drugs or something that alters your emotions where you would have acted a different way.
Exactly. But
because a lot of these
how does alcohol get in your body? Did somebody tie you down and pull down
straw?
Your
exactly. The women gonna say
exactly. You chose to indulge. So again, you chose to give up your responsibility. So everything that happens after your choice is just like when she picked up
you're responsible for it.
Just like she picked up that pistol. You know what I'm saying, for that young man in Mississippi. You know, R.I.P. whatever his name is, man. He rests in peace. But yeah, you responsible. Yeah. And that's the reason why I have more respect for the crackheads than I do for drunk drivers, because at least they gonna walk. Yeah, at least they gonna walk around and get high. They ain't gonna jump in the car. You know what I'm saying, and think they can make it to the house.
He do better driving high than drinking high.
No, crackhead gonna sell everything.
Crackhead gonna focus on that highway. Ain't it?
The car is sold.
Counting the lane.
He don't broke the car down into pieces. You know what I'm saying? The car is discombobulated. It's gone. It's out of there. You know what I'm saying? But he's on feet now. You know what I'm saying? He not hurt nobody. Yeah, he not hurt nobody. No, so shout out to the crackheads.
Hey, my big bro right here, the one that told me, if only all people had the determination of a crackhead.
The concentration.
Determination.
Yeah, determination. Yeah.
He say, because if he see a lawnmower in that yard,
energy. I mean, just think about it.
He say he gonna figure out how to get back there and get the damn lawnmower. I don't care if it take a week.
And think about that. How often do you see? Well, I have seen that, but yeah, I'm saying, but they conflict usually be over dope though. You know what I'm saying? When you see crackheads,
if they split it down the middle, they compromise.
But I'm saying, if you ever see crackheads fight, I have seen crackheads fight, but it was over dope. So
I've seen that so many times.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I mean, but other than that, crackheads don't have no problems, man, with each other. It's like they one big family.
Yeah. One big family. Huh?
Yeah, I mean, they all sleep together
under one cloud. Boy,
yeah, they all in the same alley, you know what I'm saying, on the same bridge. I mean, but that's really what life is, though. I mean, like, even in the city, a lot of people, especially back east, even on the West Coast, they call, Texas the third coast country. We country. You from the South, but life move a little bit slower, but it's still the same thing, though.
So before we started, you came in with some more information about the policemen in Memphis.
Yeah.
We're talking conflict and conflict resolution again. That boy
Well,
it seemed. Go ahead.
No, I mean, tell them what you was about to say.
I mean,
about to do
really,
Memphis.
it's what I heard you say is that you heard that it was tied to a chick.
Yeah, that it was confirmed that
allegedly
it was confirmed.
You know what I mean?
It was allegedly. It was allegedly confirmed. Let's say it like that. It was allegedly.
It's an oxymoron, boy.
Well, I mean, everything on the internet, you know what I'm saying, is an oxymoron.
I believe everything on the internet.
Do you?
Yeah.
I mean, it's entertainment. I mean, it's just like, you know, a lot of people say the same thing about religion. It's just entertainment.
So,
you know what I'm saying? So, would you die for what's on the internet? Because you'll die for what you believe in.
I mean, it didn't happen.
You don't die for the internet.
Caston got killed. No, Caston got killed over Facebook posts. You know what I'm saying?
Ooh, kill him dead.
Kill him dead. No, but them boys, you know, that's terrible that you know, he gonna retaliate. That's his form of retaliation, where he just gonna straight up kill.
And I wonder. I mean, and I think the other officers involved, probably with more discipline for the brutality of the service. I mean, you know, the delivery of their service. You know what I'm saying? I don't think they were probably involved because it was his girlfriend.
They didn't know.
Yeah,
they might have just been alone.
Yeah,
and he kept it pumped up. You know, one of them instigators. You know, always got somebody that want to pump you up.
But they got to pay the price. You know what I'm saying? Because they were police officers.
Yeah, and
somebody should have had all of them really.
Like I
said, had the state of mind and say, "Hey, that's enough.
That's enough."
You know what I'm saying? I mean, they train to kill with their hands, just like military. You know what I'm saying? I mean, and those batons, man, they like 4 pounds apiece.
We scrapping the P-32. We're going with the P-34.
Say, man.
Blue Streak, bro. That's Martin.
Oh.
Martin talking about, they talking about, we want to scrap the P-32. We want to go to the P-34. Martin say, give him the P-34 then. He didn't even know what it was, bro. He was playing like he was a policeman. Yeah. But the boys 4 pounds.
Yeah, they heavy. And I remember my player partner, Junior, man, he rests in heaven, you know what I'm saying?
Peace, Junior. He
got beat down by 5-0 Dallas Finest, and they beat him with one of them big old ass flashlights. I still got the flashlight, you know what I'm saying?
You still got it.
He had it at first, but the bat, you know, it's one.
Sound like he got away.
Nah, he didn't get away. They beat his ass, you know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying, you know, it's a lot of weapons that they have that they use against the public, and you know, that's another topic. But yeah, I mean, and that conflict resolution, out of sight, out of mind. You know what I'm saying? Stay away from those places. Why? You know, where they localize. I don't even eat donuts no more. You know what I'm saying?
Real conflict resolution is when you play it smart and get away and get to leave a traffic stop alive. That's conflict resolution.
I mean,
because you know.
But I mean, on the cool, like I said, you can be in the wrong place at the wrong time. You know what I'm saying? Because bullies don't have no names on them. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, that's the reason why, like, we pick the neighborhoods we want to live in, because, you know what I'm saying? And it can happen anywhere. It ain't saying because you live in a certain zip code that you free, but, you know, it's more likely to happen over here than to happen over there.
Boy, have you seen how many people been getting shot in Triple D? Every day it's 2 or 3 coming across Smash, bro. I'll be like,
man,
every
people
day,
losing
bro.
Their jobs, man, and they still having babies. You know what I'm saying? I mean, and that's what it come down to. You know, they had these kids, and then these young ladies that they having these kids with. You know, pressure is a motherfucker. You hear me? Will bust a pot and make a diamond too. You know what I'm saying?
Straight bust it up.
Yeah. So pressure. Right. You know what I'm saying? So.
Pressure.
A lot of people think they can handle it.
Shout out to 52 Savage, my boy from the greenhouse.
Yeah, a lot of people think they can handle it. I mean, but like I said, you got to know your strength as well as your capabilities and limitations. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not a big drinker. You know what I'm saying? I bet, you know, unless it's straight.
I don't drink no more.
Yeah, unless it's straight.
I don't drink no less.
I've been drinking wine lately. You know what I'm saying? Moscatos.
That keep you mild-mannered, bro.
Man.
Keep you on top of your conflict resolution game.
Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? Keep my mind clear, and it's better for my body. Like I said, I'm in conflict with my body right now. You know,
I'll fight like a hoe too, dog. Yeah. Well, I believe you, Lo.
Yeah.
Yeah. So no, but that's what that is, bro. You know what I'm saying? You gotta come up with the best solution to get out of a conflict.
I mean,
with the least amount of damage possible.
Right.
That's the way I feel.
Everybody wants to be happy. But the problem is nobody has the same interpretation of happiness. You know what I'm saying? Your happiness might be on a bass boat in the middle of the lake on a beautiful sunny day. You know what I'm saying? Next person might want to be stretched out on the beach. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it go back to that love language though, because
I was thinking that
if you want to be on a lake and the person that you're in love with want to be in the mountains, see that's what the conflict.
You got to find a mountain with a lake.
That'll be a solution. You know what I'm saying? That's a collaboration.
Water gonna be cold though.
That's a collaboration. You know what I'm saying? I mean, at the end of the day, it's a whole bunch of different combinations to come to a positive outcome. But we so excited and we've been trained to get instant gratification that we want it right now. You know,
right now.
Damn tomorrow.
Right now. I want mine right now.
I mean, but that's what it was with that young lady. You know what I'm saying? She couldn't let him go and be great. You know what I'm saying? And get his head together. He know he had 4 kids with her.
He might not even want to go. He was just leaving for the moment.
That's what I'm saying. But she wouldn't give it time to cultivate. She needed her answer right then.
She got it.
Yeah.
And some silver bracelets.
Then over, spread your butt cheeks, give me 2 good coughs. Say, no disrespect. Don't come looking for me.
Hey, real talk.
I'm sorry I had to go through that, but you know what I'm saying? That's off that movie, American Me.
I ain't seen it.
You never seen that? Yeah.
There's a lot of movies I done missed.
Man, I think that's probably the best gangster movie of all
I go to sleep on them.
American Me. Yeah. But anyway, yeah, so you know, the good book has the fruit of the Holy Spirit. And you know, those are definitely tools that anybody can utilize to fight these, you know, principalities that bring us ill will, you know, that bring us conflict. Because when we're fighting, when you fighting somebody, you can't love them and fight them at the same time. You know what I'm saying? You can't love somebody and fight them at the same time.
What type of fight? What we talking?
Any kind of fight. If you love a person, there's no way you can fight them.
So 2 people that love just ain't gonna never argue, never fight.
They ain't gonna never argue. They're gonna have disagreements.
Okay, I got
you. Yeah, they ain't gonna never argue. So I mean, and that's what it comes down to. You know, if you're in a situation or if you find yourself in a situation, before you jump to a conclusion, make sure that your perspective is what you think it is. You know what I'm saying? Ask questions. You know, that's one way, you know, like again, make sure you understand before you understood.
Ooh, that's deep, bro.
That's what I've been saying.
You deep, bro.
That's what I've been saying. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you gotta write your book, dog.
No, that's why we on the show, to immortalize us. Like, share, and comment.
Hey.
Our show out there in the www. It's your boy KG the Grizzly Silver.
Back in this hole. Now, are you after conflict, not you, but just what you say, www?
Yes,
Do you want your lick back, or you gonna let karma take care of? I want to make a show out of that one. You hear me?
I mean, in my younger days, yeah, I want my lick back.
You want your lick back?
Yeah, instant gratification. I'm a kid.
Instant. There you go. You just talking about instant gratification.
Yeah, I'm a kid.
Man,
you know what I'm saying? But as an elder, you know what I'm saying? You know, I know there will come a time they're gonna see me again. You know what I'm saying? It ain't over.
Hey, yeah.
It ain't over.
I want both. I'm gonna give me a light lick back, and I'm gonna let karma take care of the rest of Jim.
Nah, I mean, you know, like I say, when you get to that plateau, you're gonna realize it's all about energy. When you put out negative energy, that's what you're gonna get back. So when you get in your lick, somebody gonna get their lick back on your ass. You know what I'm saying? It ain't no fun when the rabbit got the gun. You hear me?
At all.
So that's why I say, you know what I'm saying? There's, you know, be still.
Will make you laugh, make you cry, man.
You hear me? Just be still. If you got a problem with somebody, don't, you know, plead the fifth. Don't say nothing. Just be still. Just let it unfold. You know what I'm saying? Let it all come out. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of times it's about ill perception. You got the wrong. Just like when Nikki was talking about the post. You know what I'm saying? About the little dog.
Read it wrong.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So, and it's a lot of that.
You took it and you turned it around. So let me understand. Let me make sure I know why you tripping.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Because I care. Now, if I had I care, it'd been a whole different scenario.
Right.
So well, there you go. Been avoided.
There you go. We done figured out me again. We done figured me out again.
Yeah, it would have been avoided. So, like I said, if you care enough to be involved with a person, if you like them that much to give them your time, you know what I'm saying, then you should want to give them the things that they need. But now, if you're giving a person your valuables and they just throwing it to the pigs, you know, just squandering your time or your assets, you know, don't be no fool. Remove yourself. You know what I'm saying? But if you with a person, you know what I'm saying, be the best you can be. You know, don't get your licks back like my little bro say. You know what I'm saying? If you can't get what you need, you know, after so long, you know, just resolve to find your joy elsewhere. I mean, the world is a big place. Life is very short, you know what I'm saying? And it's best that we live our best lives, you know. We got a lot of things going on in the world. We need to be conscious of financially. Right now, we need to get ourselves together financially. And I think a large problem of what we have going on is that we let our eyes, you know, lead us down the wrong path. You know, we buy a lot of unnecessary things that we think we need. I mean, you know, my God, I mean, the lives that we live here in this country and other countries, it's amazing the little that they get by with, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, we had to have name brand everything, you know, and I mean, spending $100 on gas to go get it, you know what I'm saying? So, I mean, it's just crazy how they got us set up to just buy a whole bunch of unnecessary things. So we have to learn to live with what we need, not with what we want.
We're going to get you a children's show.
I mean, yeah.
I was trying to pull up Mr. Rogers on my phone, but I wanted to play it. You sound like Mr. Rogers, boy. You preaching.
I mean, but see, that's what I think about my boy C. White. You know, on the cool, he, you know, I think he's an advocate for the kids, and I think he's using his platform to get people to pay attention to him. So when they do come to investigate who he is, because only the people that really want to know who he is are those people that's curious about what's going on or the people that he's affecting, right? Now, if he talking shit about you and me, of course you're gonna want to know about it. But then, you know, all your people gonna want to know about it too. So while they investigating him, guess what they gonna find? You know what I'm saying?
They travel the country, speak to kids all over.
Yeah.
You know, but then
how you hate a man like that. You know what I'm saying?
Now,
some will,
you know,
you putting their business in the street.
I don't judge the brother, but you know,
I don't.
He do speak to kids, but then those same kids be on them shows watching, you know, some of the other stuff he say. So, you know, that's
the reason why I say the internet is a demonic beast in itself, because everybody want to be their best version of themselves on here, like Neo in the Matrix.
I don't judge him. I've been watching him. I've been watching him since like 2018. Because he's from the DFW area, so I've been watching him clown for years. You know, he took that and took it to another level, bro. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, but real spit though. I mean, going back to the good book, you know, let he without a sin be the first one to cast a stone. So really, can't none of us say nothing about nothing.
He never did nothing wrong.
I mean, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, he who sits high and look low, see and know everything. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just saying, I just brought him up, you know, to make a
shout out.
And shout out to him, too. You know what I'm saying?
You ran into that boy the other day.
Yeah.
He riding around. He ain't got no security with him. He
you know,
regular cat.
Why would he? I mean, he living his best life. I mean, it's just like somebody being mad at the Joker on a Batman movie. You don't see nobody going trying to kill him. You know what I'm saying? Or you know, like I said, it's crazy because, you know, he act like I say, he act like that, you know, to get
it's his character.
Aroused.
He straight up tell you that's his character. He say that's his character. That's what he do, like an actor. Right. He gets in the role and then he gets out of it when he out the camera.
Right. I remember back in the day, like when rap first came out, like if you was trying to get on the scene, you had to go after
battle rap. Yeah, Cool Mo D.
Yeah. You had to grab
Cool
whoever's on top. Yeah, you had to.
yeah.
You had to come up with a rap about them. You know, colder than they rapping. You know what I'm saying? And then the little bud. That's what in the East Coast and the West Coast thing. We thought that was all part of it until them boys started dying for real. And that's what I see CW trying to prevent, because a lot of these kids on here rapping about stuff that they not really doing, and these other kids listening to it when they really trying to do
pulling it off. Yeah,
yeah, they really trying to do it.
That's true.
So you know, I think he's on a positive track. I mean, and if it's, you know, what's gonna happen is gonna happen. I mean, none of us are gonna live forever. At least he left a mark. You know what I'm saying? Whether you like it or not, you know what I'm saying? He's immortal now.
Yes,
you know
sir.
What I'm saying? So
yes, indeed.
yeah, he's going down in history.
Yeah, because people go watch him in 30, 40 years, boy. Looking back on YouTube, like, oh, that dude, that was off the chain.
Yeah, and they might even compare him, you know what I'm saying? I mean, because when you think about it, like all of our ghetto heroes who have stood up to the ignorance, you know what I'm saying? They had to walk around with an X on their back. And a lot of them did get murdered. You know what I'm saying? A lot of them did get murdered, and a lot of them still getting murdered. You know what I'm saying? I mean, just like they say that grocery store shooting in Buffalo, New York.
Man,
you heard that was a cover, right?
Cover for what?
The dude that invented an engine that ran off of regular tap water was in that store, and he was one of the ones that got murdered.
Because of government, right?
Yeah.
So, I don't believe all them conspiracy theories.
I mean, but it is what it is. I mean, you know what I'm saying?
It's a possibility. What we were talking about last week? Wrong place, wrong time.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they was after him though. You know what I'm saying? Because the little boy had a video, and you can see he went around and he ran across a little white clerk and was like, "Oh, I'm sorry."
Yeah. He told him he was sorry.
Yeah, and
went right past
and was shooting.
But he was shooting the people of color. Is what I was told.
Looking for him.
And the man invented, he was people of color.
Yeah.
What's his name? Yo, I know you don't know the name. What's
man,
you wrote it down? Was he?
It's a black dude.
He black. Okay.
Yeah. And he invented an engine that ran off of water.
Did he patent it already?
I don't know if
this should belong to his family.
I mean, but see, that's exactly my point. A lovely segue. You know what I'm saying? We got to get smarter. You know what I'm saying? And leave our belongings to a family trust. You know what I'm saying? Where everybody can benefit off of it, but you know, we also stuck on trying to be individual max. You know what I'm saying? That everybody want to do their own thing. You know what I'm saying?
Take it with me.
I mean, that's true, but I mean, you could, you know what I'm saying, set it up where the family don't have to keep starting over.
Right. I mean, that's how you know, that's how other races do it, man.
Yeah,
go ahead and get their insurance.
Got a family house where everybody can fall back and regroup to, and it's being passed down through the family. And I mean, but we just don't look into the future like that because we so caught up in today. You know what I'm saying? That and that's the reason why, you know, like the young lady again who decided to pick up that gun in Mississippi, you know what I'm saying? She wasn't thinking about tomorrow. She was thinking about that moment, you know what I'm saying? And she chose wrong. And, you know, may God bless her because I could hear it in her voice. She didn't mean to do it, but you know what I'm saying? Was done.
We just gotta, as a people, we gotta make better decisions,
better
choices, and work on our conflict resolutions, and not let it always escalate to the point of violence.
Right.
Try to like Keith said, like KG said, put your foot in the other person's shoes and try to see if you can understand the angle that they're coming from, and then you might understand, you know, what they're upset about, but still might not. Still might want to argue.
I mean, naturally, you know, and I think that's a part of, you know, conflict too, is being able to identify your would-be enemies. You know, you're going to have some people that are going to just be out to make sure that you don't succeed. You know what I'm saying? You know, they just might decide, you know, and it's a crazy little show I'm watching on Netflix called Swarm. This little chick, you know what I'm saying?
Everybody know about it.
Man.
Not, you know, all the women, Beehive, they going to know about Swarm, bro.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And that's what it's about. I mean, you know, but they changed it. But anyway, you know, she is so laser focused on representing, you know what I'm saying? And shout outs to she a cute little chick too, though. You know what I'm saying? But she is psychotic. You know what I'm saying?
Did you still watching it?
Nah, I started over because first time I was just
you didn't know what you was watching. Now you gotta run it back to make sure you focused on the details.
Yeah, because I'm like, what the hell? You know, it's one of them movies. But
that's what it is though. So hey, we a little bit over, you know, the time that we usually take. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna go and wrap this old show up. Yeah. We've been on here talking y'all long enough. We appreciate y'all checking us out.
Love one
Too
another.
Hard, 2Swallow the podcast. You can catch us on YouTube, Facebook. Be Humble, Stay Humble Network is in the building. Truth is.
Shame the devil.
Too hard to swallow. We're gonna holler at y'all next week after.
Peace.